Hello, I hope everyone is doing well. Honestly, I'm not doing the best today, but I decided that I wanted to draw, so I'm gonna record it. And also, I want to try a new type of video where I'm just drawing at my desk without any voiceover and I'm just trying to talk at the same time. So I don't think I'll be talking that much. Um, I wanted it to be more like a desk hangout where it's like we're hanging out, but I'm just drawing at my desk, and I'm pretty bad at talking and drawing at the same time. So I'm gonna try. I'm not just sure. I'm not. I'm just not sure how it's gonna look. Um, but I'm gonna start by showing you this sketchbook because it's the one that I'm gonna use today, or maybe it's a sketchpad. It's called Sketching Block. And you might recognize it if you've watched one of my previous video. It's one that I started in January 2025, it seems, and I used it to draw figure with charcoal pencil, and I'm not really used to charcoal pencil. I think it does look cool and it is fun to use it, but I'm not using it much because it just smudges everywhere. I don't like it that much when it smudges. It is really cool to draw figures though. So I think this, yeah, I showed this in my previous charcoal video. Um, it should be up on my channel. I drew, I don't know if I drew this in the video, but I drew this for sure. These two, maybe up until here. I think this is the thumbnail. Yeah, this one is from September 2025. And then today I did this. So I was trying to compare the three pencils that I have. So I have these three. They all come from a really old set. I got it like maybe 10 years ago. So I don't know if it's good quality or not, but the name, the brand I think is Royal Charcoal Pencil, and it comes in three different hardness. Like this one is soft, medium, and hard. And all the drawings that I did on the previous pages, I used the stuff for all of this. And so here I want to try and see the difference between the three. So this is the soft, medium, and hard. I drew the same picture. And I like these two a lot. This one, to be honest, I don't really see the appeal of the hard one. Maybe it's because I'm not using charcoal much, but when I'm using charcoal, I want them to act like the charcoal that I'm used to, which is like these two. And this one feels more like I don't know, a weird charcoal, but I guess it's just the specific type of charcoal that it is. Anyway, so I'm just planning on drawing a few people using the soft charcoal pencil, and maybe I can talk a bit about random stuff at the same time. Oh, and also in terms of setup, I have my laptop here to look at the references on Pinterest. Usually I would use my iPad, but it is sadly broken, so I have to use something else. I think I said that already, but I'm gonna say it again. I'm pretty awful at drawing and talking at the same time. Usually I'm the type that just listens to stuff while I'm drawing, but well, I can't listen to anything right now because I'm using my phone to record, and well, I guess I could listen to something on my laptop, but I don't really want to. I don't really have any app there to listen to stuff. Also, I have no idea if you can actually hear the sound of the charcoal on the paper as I'm drawing, because I'm recording with my headphones and I don't really know what it is picking up in terms of sound. So I'll just have to wait and listen to the recording myself, or rather the footage myself, to see if you can hear it. But I would love to be able to hear it because I think it would look. I mean, this types of video where you can hear the sound of the pencil on the paper, I always think these are really cool. So I hope it will be one of these. I have to say I do feel quite rusty at the moment because it's been a while since I last drew someone like this. So please bear with me a bit. Usually the first drawing is always a bit questionable because I need to get used to it again. Okay, I did write a few talking points because I knew I wouldn't remember what I want to talk about. And also, I'm pretty sure up until now the video was not even focused on the drawing. Whatever. It's fine. Okay, so, um, yeah, sorry, I just checked. It wasn't focused at all. It should be better. I'm gonna try and check more often, but, sorry for that. I'm not used to that. Anyway, as I was saying, I did write a few talking points because I knew I wouldn't remember anything. Uh, and I was right. So, one thing that I want to talk about, that has to do with social media. I do feel pretty overwhelmed with social media now, and especially, I don't really know where to share my art anymore, which is one of the main reasons why I wanted to start posting on YouTube in the first place, because I wanted to explore a bit more with longer format, and I do enjoy it a lot. But one of the things that I really liked was Instagram, because this is well, the place where I shared my art the most and for the longest. So one thing that I really liked about Instagram was the gallery feature. And while I say was in the past just because I don't really enjoy posting on the app anymore, but I still do like this feature. Um, I really enjoy being able to see a lot of art that was either made by me or even art made by other artists, and being able at a glimpse to catch a bunch of art and to also see the evolution of the artist just in picture format with no video. This is something that I really liked, and it's not something that I can have with YouTube. So I was wondering, well, where I should go to find something like that again. And I know there's a bunch of apps that exist. Um, I've heard about this one called Blue Sky that is supposedly made for artists, and I don't know. I've never tried it, and the thing is, I just don't want to download new app on my phone. So I'm not gonna give it a try, even though I could enjoy it. But I just don't wanna get new social media on my phone. And so, um, Actually, I have two Instagram accounts to post two different types of drawing. The first one is the oldest one that I have, where I decided to just post fan arts, so illustration, but they are just fan arts. And I don't mind posting fan art because, well, first of all, it's something that I really enjoy consuming, and I feel like, since it's not my own creation and it's all belonging to one fandom, I feel pretty fine sharing it on the internet and on Instagram because it makes me happy to think that other fans could see it. But ever since I've been thinking about making my own original art, I just don't feel confident. Not confident, but I don't feel really safe posting it on Instagram just because of all the AI related policies that were implemented in the past few months. And I did create a second Instagram account with hope to post my original art there, but I don't know. As the month passed, I've just grew increasingly uncomfortable with the thought of sharing my original art there because I just don't really like the way the platform is changing and like the people that own it, all the AI stuff, and I do feel myself growing more and more protective of my original art. I'm not saying that I would be fine with my fan art being used to feed AI, but it's not the same because it's not. I'm the one who did them, but it's not like it belongs to me. It's more art that belongs to the fandom, even though I did it myself. But these are not characters that I created or something like that. So I don't feel as precious about it. But original art is just different. So yeah, I've been thinking about it a lot. Not that I. Well, actually, yeah. The past few months I've been making some original art. Not that much, but a bit. And it's more for the future because I really wanna create more of my own original art in the next few months. And I was just really conflicted as to where I should post it because I know I'd want to share it online, but I don't know where. And I could always share the process of it on YouTube, but as I said earlier, it's not the same as having some kind of gallery feature like you have on Instagram that would allow you to see a bunch of art at once. And this is something that I really want. So I was debating with myself with whether I should post on Instagram still, and I think I'm just not gonna post original art on Instagram. I'm fine posting studies and fan art, but I just, yeah, don't want to post original art there. So, yeah, I don't know. I was thinking perhaps I could post it on Tumblr because it's the app that I already have, and I do follow artists there. To be fair, I don't really know how the apps work. I've had it for like a long time, ever since I was in high school, so it's been a long time. I never really understood how the app worked, I have to say, but ever since getting back on it, maybe 1 or 2 years ago, I've been following artists, so I know that a lot of artists are posting their art there, and it seems to be really chill. So I guess I could post my art there. Obviously, the best would be to make my own website with the gallery feature so that I could post my art without depending on an app. But I don't really have the time nor the funds to do that at the moment. So yeah, maybe Tumblr will be uh, the best option for now. I'm honestly not sure. I did post a bit on Tumblr, but once again, I don't really get how it works. So, oops, it was just random stuff. Okay. Hmm. I think I'm done with this first drawing. It's not looking too bad, but if I'm being honest with myself, it doesn't have to be perfect. But this part here, I'm actually gonna mark it. This part here is looking weird in terms of like anatomy wise. Yep. And in here also, I didn't really know how to draw the eye properly. Yeah, I could have done a better job with the shape, but it's fine. First drawing in a long while. Okay. Actually, I think it's better if I don't talk that much because I don't know if I'm making much sense. I I really admire all of these artists that can draw and talk at the same time because I have no idea how they can do that. Okay, wait for this one. Actually, I'm gonna switch to the medium one. I was using the soft charcoal pencil. I'm gonna switch to the medium one because I want to try to get maybe some um, thinner lines for this one. One thing is that I never know when I'm drawing people like this. I never know if I should go for the big shapes first and then adding the details or just doing it however I want to because I know technically it's better to go for the big shapes first, but I'm just, I'm not doing it academically. I'm just trying to do it in a way that I enjoy the most. But also maybe it's because I'm rusty. It's been a long while since I did something like that. So maybe it's just normal for it to take me some time to get used to drawing people again. But yeah, I'm always wondering. I never really had an art teacher since I never went to art school. So sometimes I'm just wondering about stuff like that. Like, am I drawing the right way? Or should I draw in a more efficient way than that? I should have made it smaller. I actually want to draw a full body. This is also an issue that I've been having for way too long. I have a really hard time uh, with proportion, and especially drawing someone with the proportion that I want. Because this is well, a full body, a picture of someone on the ice skiing from behind, and I wanted to draw him, draw his full body, but I don't think I'll be able to fit his fit inside of the drawing because I drew the head too big at the start. And this is a recurring issue of mine that I've had. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is one of the things that I was talking about in the last video about small frustration with traditional art. Well, oftentimes when I do that, I have to start the drawing over if it's like a big painting that I'm doing. And I wouldn't have had this issue if I was just drawing digitally because then I could just literally resize the drawing. Hmm. But well, it's fine. This is just a fun sketch, so I don't really have to stress or redraw it again. One other thing that I've been thinking about, that I've actually been pretty excited about, that has to do with original art. I've been wanting to make comics for a while. I've been thinking about it for a long time, and I finally ordered the book for that. Um, I don't know if you know it. It's called Making Comic, and I'm pretty sure it was made by Scott McCloud. He made actually three of these books that are well known: um, Understanding Comics, Making Comics, and Reinventing Comics. And yeah, basically in the Making Comic book, he's explaining how to make comic. Well, as the title um, implies. But the thing that I found really cool is that there are actually a bunch of exercises inside of the book. So it has lessons and exercises. Um, and I really want to do the exercises since, I don't really have a teacher. I find it really cool when resources like that exist and you can actually practice on your own. So yeah, I had the book. I had a PDF version of the book on my iPad, and I was telling myself that I should start um, following the exercises this month, actually, starting May. And I wanted to, but my iPad is not working anymore. So, although I could have just honestly just found the digital version of the book online again and downloaded it on my laptop, I decided to just get the physical version of it and should receive it, I think, in June. And I'm really excited about it, so I'll try to maybe record that also. I thought that if this format of video is fun to make and I enjoy the result, I can maybe practice making these comic exercises in the same format. Because I didn't really know how to share that. Honestly, maybe I'm overthinking a lot, but oftentimes I'm just like, I don't want to record stuff, but I don't really know how to make it look uh, good or interesting. Even though it's not even like I want that many people to watch my video. And this is one thing that I've been struggling with. Um, okay, sorry, please excuse me jumping from one subject to another, but that's just the way my brain works. Um, okay, okay, let's go back to comic for a bit. So, I've been thinking that I would love to record me practicing these comic exercises because I thought it could be nice to document my progression because by the end I want to be able to make my own comic and I'm not really expecting for it to happen overnight. I know it's gonna most likely take time and I'm fine with it, but I thought it could be nice to document my evolution. And I didn't really know how to record that because I thought that it would be boring if I were to just kept, I don't know, record myself making comic exercises. So I thought, well, I should just not do it. But if I can just record myself doing exercises, maybe I don't think I would be talking over it because it would be too complicated. I'm already struggling right now, even though I wanna. talk um over I don't want to talk when I'm drawing, but I struggle a lot. I'm not used to it. I don't think it would be possible to do that while making these comic exercises, but it might be fun to just have quiet videos where I'm just drawing and you just hear the sound of me drawing without talking over it, or maybe just making a few comments here and there. That could be nice. I definitely should give it a try. Um, but yeah, I'm just not used to it because all the previous videos that I've done, I was talking the whole time. Um, so yeah, I guess it's fine to just experiment a bit more with it, like with the type of video that I'm making. But going back to what I was saying about uh, the video that I'm doing here, honestly, I just started this channel for myself because I wanted to have a way to share my art online. And honestly, I don't know how I feel about people watching this. Um, Obviously, I would have set the video to private if I didn't want anyone to watch it. So it's not like I hate people watching it. I'm actually quite happy knowing that some people are watching it, but it does feel weird. Um, I don't think I want a lot of people to watch my videos, or like, not that I'm expecting it to happen, but I know I would freak out if one day a random video I post has a ton of views out of nowhere, because I don't know. I'm recording this expecting three people to watch them all the time, and I'm really happy with it because then I don't have to stress about making, I don't know, high quality content. Not that I'm trying to make bad content, but I can just, not having a big audience allows me to not stress too much and still try to do stuff without overthinking it more than I already am. So yeah, I know I would be super stressed if a bunch of people were watching my video. Yeah, I don't really know where I'm going with that. Also, this drawing, the proportions are a mess. Mm, it's someone uh doing, what is this called again? I'm pretty sure the person is Yuzuru Hanyu. He's a figure skater, yeah. And this one, I'm pretty sure it's the same person. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Yuzuru Hanyu as well. He's a Japanese figure skater. I don't know if he's famous. I do think he's famous, but I'm not following figure skating, so I wouldn't know. I just know he's famous on Pinterest because you have a lot of really good pics of him. He has a lot of dynamic poses in this picture, so I know a lot of artists take him as a reference for their um, studies or sketches or drawings. So I know he's famous in that sense. But yeah, other than that, I'm not really sure. I know I came across his reference picture a lot on Pinterest, though, so you might as well. Okay, I think this is gonna be the last drawing because I'm starting to get tired. I could have drawn more if I wasn't talking, but since I'm talking at the same time, I'm kind of running out of energy more quickly. Still, I guess it is still fun to draw and talk. I'm just not used to it. Maybe next time. I do want to make more video like this, but maybe next time I'll just talk a tiny bit, not as much as this, just to make a few comments here and there. And I think if you can hear just the pencil on the paper, it's nice background noise. I do like having background noise. So maybe it could just be a video that you put on to have background noise when you're doing something. I don't know, that could work. I don't know how many details I can put. This is for sure not my best. Honestly, I think this might be the worst out of all the drawings that I did today, which is fine, but I don't know. Usually I'm expecting this to happen to the first drawing, not the last one. But well, it's fine. Also, I was thinking, well, I wasn't really considering that, but I know a lot of people are putting a lot of people are putting oh my god, a lot of people are putting music as like background noise when they're drawing if they're not talking, and I could do the same, but the reason why I'm not putting music in my video is because there are multiple reasons actually. First one being, I personally find it draining to randomly hear music when I'm not planning to listen to any. So I'd rather just not have any sound. Like I'd rather just have the person talking or not any sound rather than just having music, because I do find it to be quite overwhelming at times. And then what? Oh yeah, the other thing is that even if I wanted to put music, it is a bit. It is does seem to be quite a complicated process because now on YouTube a lot of things are copyrighted, so you can't just put any music without having any rights. So you either have to put wait, I'm gonna draw at the same time. See, that's why I'm struggling, because when I talk, I'm the type of person that talks with my hands, so I stop to draw. Okay, I'm gonna continue. So music, gosh, it is hard to draw and talk at the same time. But yeah, so you either have to find music that are free of right, I think that's the name, like music that are not copyrighted, and you don't have that much choice. Like it's just a tiny pool of music that you can choose out of, and it's not that much. So you'll be pretty restricted, or you have to pay to get access to uh, a bunch of music that are copyrighted, but you'll be able to use it if you pay. I know there's this one service that a lot of people are using on YouTube called Epidemic Epidemic Sound. I think that's the name, and it's like a subscription that you pay every month to have access to music. And like as I said before, I'm broke. I don't want to have to pay to upload video on YouTube, and especially since I do find music overwhelming. I did consider putting music at first, but seeing how complicated the whole process was, I realized it would be best just not to put any. So yeah, if I don't talk and I don't put any voiceover, I guess you'll just hear the sound of me drawing. I really did mess up this part here in terms of anatomy, I mean, and I can't erase anything. It's fine. Alright, this was the last one. So this is the last one. The second one. This one looks actually better than I thought it would. I really like how the vests look, the jackets. This one is my favorite, actually. Honestly, I have no idea how I feel about this whole video that I've just recorded, but I guess I'll just see. I really do want to upload it though, so I'll try to not talk myself out of it, and it's fine if no one watches it. I just want to have fun. Oh, maybe I can show you what I want to do next time, because I do want to make it a series actually of just me drawing and not talking as much as I did in this video because it's a bit too much for me, but just drawing at my desk and talking a bit here and there. But there's this one sketchbook. I don't know. Oh yeah, you must have seen it because I recorded this, which is the first two drawings. Is it? No. The second and no wait. The third and fourth drawing. Okay, there's a video on my channel where I'm recording the process, and at first I wanted to use the sketchbook to draw faces, but ended up starting to draw outfits in it, and I like it quite a lot. It's once again references that I get from Pinterest, and the whole process is really cool. I mean, it's really nice. I find it to be really relaxing, and I'm using this chip marker. Yeah, really cheap. I don't even know what the brand is. That's why you can see a lot of mark, because these are not alcohol marker. And look at this beautiful case. These are 10 stickers that one of my friends gifted me. And then you also have haiku stickers. Wait, maybe I'm gonna zoom in because they look really good. I hope you can see it. I decorated the case. It looks really cool. Anyway, I've been enjoying drawing outfits and then coloring them with this. And I think it could be a really relaxing video idea to just continue it. I have this one that I need to finish, by the way. You know what? Maybe I'm just gonna finish it right now and then I'll end the video there. One thing that I have to say, oh, it's not as dark as I thought it would be. Okay, I'm gonna go with black then. But one thing that I'm gonna say is that I really love drawing with this chip colored pencil. Okay. Wait, it's not colored pencil, these are markers. Okay. I really like drawing with this chip markers. I can't explain why, but I just find it to be really fun. And also, maybe it's because these are really cheap. I feel like I don't have to be stressing about what I draw with it, and it's fine if what I draw doesn't look good. And also, since these are really cheap, there is, there isn't that much I can do with them. You can't really blend the colors together, so I don't really have to stress about the way that I'm coloring this, because there's just so much I can do, right? So usually I'm just using one or two color on top of one another. And the sound is nice too. Yeah, the most I would do would be something like that. So adding two colors on top of uh, a solid base color, but that would be it. I did used to draw with alcohol-based marker at some point a long while ago. I stopped because I thought it was too pricey, and like if you use them often, you also have to buy new ones often because they get, you know, they empty themselves quite quickly, depending on the speed you're using them. And even if you don't use them that much, they might end up drying. So you'll have to change them eventually. And I decided to just use watercolor instead. But I did enjoy using markers, but I think I enjoy using these cheap ones more than the alcohol based one. Obviously, I wouldn't use this for um, a big illustration piece that I would work on, but just for small drawings like this, it is quite fun. Wow. I'm just gonna change all of the color because I want them all to match the shoes. I wasn't planning to do that, but well. One thing that I do find quite fun with this is that, well, some might find it to be not a good thing, but since, once again, I'm not trying anything serious with it, I find it enjoyable. You never really know what color you're gonna get, because the color usually is not exactly the same as the one that is printed on the marker. So it's always um you know, an experimentation. I just hope they're not gonna die quickly. I want to use them a lot. Alright. Maybe I'm just gonna line it a bit more. Um I I used like a pen like this, a regular pen, to draw all of this because I don't have any other pen at the moment. I want to buy new ones, um, like this. Wait, like this. I want to get new pens like this that have a really thin nib. I don't know if you can see, but it's really thin. Because I find it easier to draw with this, but I don't have any at the moment. So I'm just using regular pen. And although it's not really as enjoyable as using the one pen that I showed you, it still, you know, does its job. Does its job. See, I'm just gonna line it again, and then I'll be done with it. Maybe I can just add a bit of this on the lips. Maybe brown. Yeah, I think we're good. Looks like this. Um, sorry, I felt like the video was so chaotic, but that's it. I'm done for today. That's it for me today. If you've watched up until here, I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.